Okay, so we should caption our images, right? We should always give the credit and tell a person what they're looking at. So for this, we're going to have to make our own things because I don't have anything to cut and paste for you. I'm going to go ahead and draw out a text box. And I checked this is an immature northern goshawk. I should have known that based on the eyebrow there. So I'm going to say northern goshawk. And it's by, it was by someone. I actually had the names on the original one. It's like Aluku Gabriel. I got these off unsplash.com. So I have this right here, and I'm going to need to make a new thing. So when I did it, I guess the last thing I had selected was description there. That's kind of terrible. I'm going to go ahead and just do a new paragraph style. Whoops. What is this paragraph style? Hold on one second. I think when we made this, I forgot to tell you to change the names of this, right? So you should always make sure. So I would call this description last, right? That's something that was my fault that I didn't do that. I should make sure I have it there. Anyhow, whoops, I don't want to mess anything up. So I'm going to go back over here. I have this new paragraph style. I'm going to double click on it. I'm going to call this caption main because I'm going to have two different caption things. And I'm going to base it on, I'll go ahead and base it on a description. You know why? Because I'm also going to use Minion Pro. So that gives me Minion Pro right there. Because what if I change this? I'd probably want to change the caption to reflect the serif font there. So I'll go ahead and base it off description. What else do I have in my things here? I want it to be semi-bold. So I'm going to find semi-bold. My size, I'm going to leave at 8 point. I'm going to put my tracking is already at 20, which is inheriting from description, so I don't even have to do that. I'm going to make it small caps. So let's find small caps is encasing small caps. And one thing I should warn you about small caps is you need to make sure you have a font that actually has small caps. But I know for a fact Minion Pro does. And I want to tone down the weight, right? So it's a little smaller by changing the value down to 70% of black. So that's our caption main. I'll hit OK. Put my cursor in this one. We see its description. So this time I'm going to highlight caption main, and it will change to that. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and just push a new one, and that will give me this new one. Double click on it. Whoops, double click on it. Let's call it caption byline because this is the person who did it. It's based on caption main. And I'm going to go to change some of these based on what I wanted to. So I'm going to make this one italic 7 point, so that'll look even smaller than semi-bold. Italic already looks smaller, and I'm going to bring it down even more to 7 point. Leave the tracking at 20. I'm just going to change our value even down further, which is character color, 50%. Great. One thing is that space between these, I don't want that. So I'm going to go back to my caption main, double click in this, go to indents and spacing, and I'm going to bring the space after to actually 0 and just let the leading take care of the spacing between these two. And that's pretty good caption right there. So now I'm going to bring this up and just make sure I look at my margin. My margin was there for a reason, right? So I'm going to align that to the margin. And then since I'm going to need more captions, I'll just take this and I'm going to go ahead and hold down Option and copy this over. And then I'll just change this to, right, short-eared owl. And this one was taken by, if I look on the image real quick, just so I'd be nice, Matthew something, Matthew Schwartz. So I'm just going to type Matthew Schwartz right there. And so now we look at that, and that's great. And the eagle one, now we could just do it this way, right? I could go over here, and I have some choices here. I could possibly, and I'll put a little air there, I could say, well, you know what? Let me make this a right-aligned caption. And that's great. I like that. I'm going to make that a right-aligned caption. And I could end it there. I think that's fine. I also have the opportunity, because there's a dark spot here, to actually reverse out this caption, and then maybe I'll art direct this eagle just up a little to give me more space there. And what I would do is bring this up. Well, of course, I should probably change it to actually what it is, which is a bald eagle. And it's by someone named Sue Tucker, I remember. Oops. So I accidentally did some things. So you see here I'm messing up. So I'm going to go ahead and see, this is the problem with these things, right? Bald eagle. You got to just be careful. And it's by Sue Tucker. Is that one all caps too? I don't think I wanted small caps on those. We'll fix that afterwards. So what could I do here? Well, maybe I want to change this to reversed out because it wants to go on that black. And so what I would do is select on my text here, you know, go ahead and make that white. And now I've overridden all these things. It's up to you if you want to make a new one and call it caption byline reversed, caption main reversed. I probably would, but I think at this stage of the game, I would just be like, nah, I'm done. It's fine. One thing I didn't like is that these are small caps. So I am going to go into that and make sure in basic character formats, I just say normal, hit OK, right? And that takes down the name even more in the thing. But that's it. We've got a nice layout that is pretty good. Now, one last thing I might look at is this right here and say, well, maybe I'll bring this up a little. Do I mind that? Do I like it? Do I not like it? I'm okay with that. I'm trying to get this to actually line up to the top of the red tail hawks text right there. I don't mind that, you know, that's fine. And that's it. That's our entirety of our thing. Built for scannability, right? I can instantly look at this and know, hey, this is about Raptors of Iowa. It's 2 lists, hawks and owls. There's 2 sub-lists, and there's this many birds. These are the birds, and these are the things about the birds, right? So that's information design. That's using InDesign to create a design, an information design, using paragraph styles, and how I think through this kind of thing.